One NBA player went on a high-speed chase.
James Harden is currently running from police.
Another player murdered an NBA legend. But DeMar DeRozan dealt with a psychotic stalker. DeMar's always had love for California, and he knew all along that's where he needed a crib. So DeMar copped himself a $10 million mansion in the Hidden Hills gated community. And you'd think having a crib surrounded by gates and celebrities meant 24/7 protection. But what DeMar thought was his dream home actually became his nightmare. November 19th, 2020. A psychotic fan began a sinister plan to hunt down DeMar. So he hopped in his car, took a drive, and pulled into his neighborhood. The maniac made his way towards the house, found a back door, and searched for his prey. But all of a sudden, he triggered a sound. DeMar came to see what was going on and came face to face. So the fan ran out of the crib, the police pulled up, and the fan was arrested. So afterwards, all DeMar could say was,
"Yeah, everything good. I grew up in Compton, California. I've been through worse."
But I don't blame DeMar for joking and just wanting to move on so he could enjoy his purchase. Unlike the NBA player who bought something just to become a criminal, when Tyreke Evans got drafted, the Kings blessed him with a $16 million contract. So Tyreke immediately copped his dream car, an all-black Mercedes AMG. But little did he know, that purchase would ruin his life. Tyreke wasn't the only one who spent his check on a whip. His friend also bought a silver Dodge Charger, but that was a recipe for disaster. Cause as soon as the two pulled up next to each other, things literally turned fast and furious.
Fuck, we finna race this nigga.
They went 0 to 100 real quick and got into a high-speed race. But driving that fast ain't something that can stay quiet. So within minutes, things turned into a police chase.
NBA Rookie of the Year, Tyreke Evans, racing along a Sacramento area highway at speeds of more than 100 miles an hour.
Cops flew in from every direction as they whipped down the freeway over 130 miles an hour trying to escape.
About 120 or 130 now.
But eventually, Tyreke dipped into a neighborhood where he thought he got away. But right above him, a police helicopter was tracking his every move. So officers pulled up, held Tyreke at gunpoint, and he was arrested. Now, can you really expect anything less from a dude who wears black Air Forces? At least he didn't murder an NBA legend, like Anthony Davis. On the court, AD's been known for his jump shots. But behind the scenes, he's been secretly sending shots. And it's all because he grew up in one of the most violent cities in the world, Chicago. But being surrounded by gang members and violence definitely rubbed off on him. So once cameras caught AD throwing up gang signs, he started getting privately investigated. And it all came down to one night, where one moment went from a swish to a death wish. Steph's three didn't seem like much, but it was a moment AD couldn't forget. And neither should you. Why? Because Steph scoring just 1 point could have made you rich. Me and my boys at PrizePicks teamed up to let you in on a secret. If you download the PrizePicks app and place an entry on Steph scoring just 1 point, not even a three-pointer that we've seen him make thousands of, 1 point in a full game, you win. But not only that, the app allows you to watch any of your favorite players and make money doing it. Like when I downloaded this app, it took my love for the NBA to a whole new level. Just look, PrizePicks is the easiest way to play fantasy sports because it's just you versus projected numbers. And of course, I'm taking the more on Steph, Embiid, and Tatum's points, and the less on Harden and Jaylen Brown's points. But PrizePicks isn't even just the NBA. There's NFL, soccer, every sport you can think of, so you can combine your entries together. And in less than 60 seconds, I guarantee you'll be having fun. Because once you download the app and use code FLIX, PrizePicks will match your deposit up to $100 of free credits. A free $100! So just click the link in the description at PrizePicks Flix and let me know how your entries go. But anyways, AD wasn't gonna let that three-pointer slide. So as he sat in the shadows watching Steph's every move, eventually on a Twitch stream, AD had enough.
What, you wanna shoot him?
Yep. We out.
Dude really did that. But alright, no more jokes. AD might be a criminal in the virtual world, but in the real world, He didn't pay to end a life, like James Harden. It was like any other night for our boy. Harden pulled up to the club, and with cameras flashing, bottles splashing, and Harden dancing, it seemed like he was having the time of his life, until Harden saw his enemy and instantly had flashbacks. A few days before, Harden announced his basketball camp on social media, but an NBA legend's son, Moses Malone Jr., wasn't really feeling the promo. Because when he saw Harden charging kids $200 just to play basketball, Moses posted to the world that Harden went Hollywood. But that was a big mistake. Harden and his entourage heard about the diss, so they promised Harden that the next time they saw Moses, it was on site. And now with Harden at the club, looking straight at him, things got ugly. Now, Harden dipped like nothing happened, but not long after that night, the accusations were all over the internet, and Harden was being sued. Moses claimed he was assaulted and robbed of $50,000 in jewelry, and apparently, Harden was the mastermind. Moses went as far as saying Harden paid the club's bouncer $20,000 and even claimed he heard Harden yell, "Get him," before being attacked. But immediately after, Harden's attorney jumped in and claimed this was just a pathetic attempt from Moses trying to secure an easy bag. So when the case got to court, prosecutors felt the bouncer only started the fight to prove he had Harden's back. But because of the bouncer's criminal history, he was sentenced to 35 years in prison just for defending him. Harden was let off the hook completely. But LeBron James sparked a gang war. When LeBron and the Lakers were celebrating their championship win, he also got named the Finals MVP. But once LeBron started dapping up the homies, he created a worldwide controversy. What LeBron did was more than a handshake. It was a gang sign. Dropping rakes is only done by black disciples, and it's a serious diss towards gangster disciples. But LeBron dropping the sign shouldn't even be a surprise, cause it ain't even the first time he did it. But this time, it went so viral that gang members started talking with their Twitter fingers. Others let LeBron know they had trigger fingers, but at least the situation only stuck to Twitter threads. Unlike the secret video that ruined 2 legendary Lakers' lives forever.
I'm glad you told my video all that.
After D'Angelo Russell got drafted to the Lakers, yeah, he formed a bond with his teammates, but the chemistry he started building with Nick Young made them more than teammates. They were like brothers. Until one day, D'Angelo ruined everything. At the time, Nick was in one of the world's most famous celebrity relationships with Iggy Azalea, so the world thought Nick settled down. But while D'Angelo and Nick were in a hotel room alone, their conversation started getting personal, and D'Angelo secretly recorded Nick admitting he was keeping something in the closet.
The youngest bitch? How old was you? You was 30, she was 19? Ew, bro. What about Amber Rose? You ain't never tried? She not your girl.
Not long after, D'Angelo leaked Nick's secret and became one of the biggest headlines in the world.
Stephen A., what kind of damage will this do to Russell's career?
Irreparable damage. He'll never be trusted ever again.
But both guys suffered major consequences. Nick's fiance, Iggy, was beyond pissed. She threw all of Nick's stuff out her crib and even got his favorite car towed. Damn, Nick got hoed. But even though he was the one who got caught, D'Angelo was the Laker who got blackballed. Reports came out saying that none of D'Angelo's teammates would even talk to him, and Nick even admitted how bad things were getting.
Was the whole team sort of upset with him over that shit?
Yeah. It was a lot. People wasn't talking to him. It was a lot.
But on court, things got even worse. D'Angelo's teammates wouldn't even pass him the ball, and playing with no chemistry led to the worst loss in Lakers history, a 48-point L. Luckily, the Lakers had an NBA legend who dealt with mistakes like this, Kobe Bryant. So he took the entire team under his wing to get the situation under control and offered D'Angelo some life-changing advice.
You know, we're all human beings. I think we'll realize that we've all made mistakes, made massive ones at times. So the important thing is to show compassion, empathy, help him grow, the team as a unit.
Now at this point, D'Angelo knew he made the biggest mistake of his life. Nobody trusted him. He tarnished a relationship with his best friend. And the entire situation was heartbreaking. So when he was publicly asked about the scandal, he damn near held back tears just talking about it.
He's one of the guys that I've always talked to about anything, and I cherished our friendship. For me to have an incident like this come up and put it in jeopardy is not what I was intended to do.
But as much as D'Angelo apologized, it wasn't enough. And since the Lakers felt he was attracting unwanted attention, they traded him. But things could have gotten way worse if he developed an addiction or helped an inmate escape jail, like Stephen Curry, because he ain't who you think he is. And I know you want to hear more about that, so just click this video right here.